Hello, hello. Hello. Sorry, I'm just learning this new stuff. Uh, maybe we just do that. My pens are a little bit in the way today. Thanks for joining in. If you are new here, spending a little bit of time to set up my art. Not gonna lie, I'm not in a terribly talkative mood today. So I may just draw. If I am missing anything in the chat, apologize. Does anyone use Restream in OBS? Because I am not. I think if I keep it like that, might be okay. How are you doing, Stuart? What I may need to do is I may need to take a different device and pay attention to chat that way. Oh, learning is so fun. I didn't quite get to adding music to this, so what I don't know is if you guys can see me. That's what I don't know because I can't seem to see myself. It's giving me a very weird thing. Not sure where my talkative went today. Maybe I'm just a little more contemplative than usual. We had some nice rain last night. It always seems to kind of pull me down a little bit with expressing myself. Makes me want to kind of go slower. Thanks again for being here. I decided to rebrand this kind of live just to open up the possibilities of talking about things that don't have to do with body doubling. However, still really believe in body doubling and will continue to talk about it. But I also know that the rejection sensitivity and, just other aspects of life can also be helpful to chat about. I feel like there's something. What's my lighting? Hey, Miss Hughes, thanks for coming. Trying to get myself situated so I can see the whole chat and not just part of it. Yeah, let's make a little spiral today. Just contemplating everything going on. Kind of a more chill day than normal. I think I will choose purple for my first color. I know that is not a surprise to anybody. Oh, these pens are interesting. You can't put the top on the back of them. You know what? Before I did purple, I'm gonna use a little bit of black. So I'm gonna make this a little more patterny, I guess, than my normal free form drawing. Just make a nice little border. And all the way down. I think I am so plant-minded these days. And I just had the thought that this could make a really nice, nice design for a planter. What do we think so far? I think it's lovely. Now I'm going to just do vertical lines. Ooh. Little boxes. This fun border. I guess whether we like it or not, the season is changing. Kids are starting to get ready to go back to school. I'm wondering how that affects everybody. Definitely is a different feeling at this phase of my life than normal. Hi, Jess. Thanks for coming. So happy to see you. We're just doing this fun, quiet little spiral design today. More sleepy day. Right, now we're ready for the purple. Yay. Now I'm just gonna go in and put circles. Sure, why not? Let's just fill them in this. Maybe we will skip some to put other colors in. Yeah. Feel free to ask me any questions if you've got any, because like I said, I mean my big thing for this week was just rebranding and trying to get a little bit of a um, better tool. So I'm trying this. Makes it a little bit easier for me to know that my setup is all ready and I don't have to just scurry around. So happy with it so far. Yes, definitely Team Purple. Mm. Although I did recently discover that while purple is definitely my very, very, very favorite color, I gravitate towards like maroon, especially when it comes to clothes. I am, I guess, in human beings' absolutely bizarre habit of trying to group people together by things. I am an autumn coloring. Lots of purples that look good with autumns, but find that maroon is probably my best color. Well, at least I think it is. Mm-hmm. Wish that maroon and purple went better together, actually. That would be preferred, but I'm not a big fan. Stretch my poor hand. Yeah, I definitely need to get some music. I don't think it was, I don't think you can hear it if I just played it on my end, you know? Now, sure, let's do three in a row. I don't know about y'all, but when I try to be random with things like this, my brain can't let go of some sort of system. Like, okay, there's been two there. Should skip more. Is that enough? And do three in a row. Just, just try to let that go, or at least notice it. I like meditation. Okay, it's purple. Done for now. Just gonna rest my hand for a minute. But yeah, it's interesting sometimes. I don't know if anyone else experiences like very drastic pattern recognition. Um, I mean, something like this, I suppose everybody probably fights that urge, but it's always interesting for me to hear about other people's experiences with things like that. And blue, or no, you know what? We're not going to do blue next. We're going to do a lighter purple. Yes, that would be. Oh, well, friends, this is not a lighter purple. It just looks like it. Not the exact same one, but it's almost darker. That's interesting. Oh, maybe we do blue next then. I think that's what I said before. More purple, more purple. Yeah. You know what? I do have, or at least I thought I had. Oh, there it is. Let's see if this purple is. Nope, all the purples are the same. Well, maybe that's a little bit different. All the shades of purple. Okay. Just says yellow. Let's try yellow. Ooh. Yellow and purple are always good. I also like green and purple. Next. Okay. Yeah, like choose your own adventure. I can ask what the next color is. You can help me. So what we're going to do is we're going to color this border and then we're going to go back with the black. Fill in all the little bloopity bloops. Yep, that's a very technical term, hey? Hmm. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Oh, two yellow by each other at the bottom. How about that? Yay. I don't have a great looking green from the packaging, but this may deceive me. Maybe darker than I think. Yep, but it's definitely not the same color than the outside of the pen. I am here for it. I like it. It's a very good. It's a good green. Speaking of green, started to paint giant green leaves on one of my walls. And I made the mistake of grabbing this water-based kind instead of acrylic from my supplies. And it was not adhering to the wall very well. So I guess I need to find a better green acrylic there to finish my beautiful wall painting. It really is. It's kind of like a marigold, I'd probably say. Jess. I don't know. Maybe on the screen it's a little bit different, but in person it looks kind of marigoldy. But I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. And I would have accepted this being a lighter green, but I am thrilled that it's more than that. Blue and a pink, maybe? Blue, blue, blue. Ooh, it's almost like a teal? Aquamarine? I don't even know what you would call this. I like that color. Turquoise, maybe. Teal and turquoise. What is the difference again? I feel like I'm losing all my color theory knowledge these days. Teal is greener and turquoise is bluer? Or is that the opposite? I'm gonna have to look that up. I actually never really cared about color theory until I started doing costume design in university. Then it felt important. So before that, I was a little bit like, do art should be free of all of that constraint, but alas, I have very rigid rules about colors, I find, compared to other people, which is a really weird thing to say, I suppose. This border is looking good. Now, feel like a red may mess up the vibe. Let's try what they're considering a true orange. And see. Yeah, this is more like a really tomatoey red, but that's okay. I'll just put it in a few places instead of a lot. Okay. Sit next to the green. Is it too Christmassy? Oh well. Hey, getting closer. If I were to do other crafts, say glue or sewing, would that be nice for people? I never know how to ask. I guess I just do it. Oof. Okay, I have pink or blue left. What should we do? The blues are wild. I'm not sure what would come out. We are kind of doing more of a blue vibe here. Let's try this one. See, I feel like it's going to be really similar. You know what I didn't do that I usually do is I usually have like a color tester. Let's just use this piece of paper below. For the record, I'm using a very lightweight printer type of paper. Looks almost exactly the same as the other one. Because that's what I have around. And as I've said before, but oh, there's a real blue. Let's do that one. I really, really try to just use what's in my house. Um, now that my child is grown, um, I'm busting out all the kids stuff from them growing up, and that makes this super accessible, like the art that I do, because I'm not buying anything. So let me try this one. I think people forget how much they can do with what's already around their house sometimes. I'm disappointed in these pinks, guys. Disappointed in these pinks. Okay, that one's more of a pink. I also don't have my good mic set up, so I apologize if I'm mumbling and you can't hear me. All right. Just a few more spaces. This looks like the last one. That's what I suspected. Okay, now I'm going to give my And a little bit of a rest. Hmm. Okay, now let's go back to black. So odd to me to just not top doing this. Smooth that out. There we go. Promise these are usually more lively. I never know, like, what do we think? Kind of looking like I was envisioning, sort of, kind of. So this is where the hard stuff comes in for me because hand is not very steady for these little loops. So I keep going right into the color, and I think I am just gonna have to accept that. It is very hard on me to do otherwise. I suppose it mostly shows up these lighter colors or the yellows and the reds. The blues and the purples seem to blend right in. Look like uneven little jewels. I mean, I suppose I could also just put more black around them if I feel like they're not the right shape, but also sometimes art is not about what you wanted it to look like, it's about what it does look like. Kind of like life. Gosh, I'm just imagining the clips this is going to give me after this. It's so funny. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, I was about to say something and then I totally lost it. I'm getting very fixated on art. I also kind of wonder what thoughts are out there about leaving something like this halfway done and then coming back another week and doing it. Let it breathe a little bit, the vision take shape. Just gonna finish up on this. Ooh, what a hand workout. I think that I'm going to tell myself that I have to publish an article this week. So if I publish an article, then I will have researched a lot. If I research a lot, then I'm going to talk about it. It was just the rebranding took so much over my brain this week. I just didn't feel up to it. My next topic is likely surrounding pacing and guilt surrounding pacing. Another thing that I've got kind of in the works is experiencing perimenopause with H I can't even say it, ADHD. Um, I read an article recently about the lack of research, and so I kind of went down a rabbit hole, and it is fascinating slash horrifying how little we educate women at all stages of their hormones. But I'm not really sure what to do about it. I think that's going to take a little bit more research, a little bit more investigation. I feel like we all know by now that most everything that we have research on is based on the male body and the male hormones. And, that's great for males, but there's half the population is not male. Um, or that doesn't have male hormones. And I have struggled so much in my life through all kinds of situations in life, and I'm not that different from everyone, so I can't imagine that many people were were or are educated about their own bodies, about what is common to go through. But one of the shocking things that, again, I have to read the whole research article, but from the summary, um, one of the things that they found pretty consistently is that women who have ADHD experience perimenopause up to 10 years sooner. Um, so, you know, be nice to know that. Hi, Karen C. Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, those are two articles that I'm working on. And I'm saying it out loud on this live for accountability. So, thank you for allowing me to do that. Almost done this black part. Then we shall take Jess's advice and make strips. Just because I've been using my hand, I am not going to trust it to draw anything straight. So, just gonna use my pencil first. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna be fancy and do lines like this. Maybe not the most precise lines in the world. What's the fun in that? Oh, and you know what? I am not a big fan of having them on the inside. So I'm just going to change that. I'm not sure what we're going to put on the inside, but maybe we'll do horizontal lines. Maybe like that. Yeah, I like that. Fine. The curves. The inside be curves and the outside be straights. Straights. Interesting way to put it, I guess. Okay. Oh, this one's a little fun. Very curvy group down here. Here we go. I just want to do the down ones for now. The down ones, the up and down ones. You know, you know what I'm talking about. These ones. Sort of thinking what I will do with this. Let's take the purple. Oh. Purple eraser, whatever. Whatever. Gotta keep them in order. I know which ones I'm doing next. Okay. These colors are so silly. Let's do this. I'm wondering if I thought maybe a metallic color would put on the I like it. Wow, that's almost up for today. Suppose if I used a different medium, like pastels or something, I could probably blend this a little bit better, but just using what I have now. still here. Sorry. It's probably a good sign. But I have run out of things to say because we are almost done for the day. This is the funniest orange that is not an orange. That's red to me. Maybe not a dark red, but it is a red. Okay, friends, I'm pretty sure that this is turning out like I wanted to. Didn't really envision putting actual rainbow, but that's what it turned out to be. So yay for that. Sometimes the art just takes shape the way it wants to. Thank you, Squidney. I love these pens. So easy to color with. Suppose that's what I'm doing. This final step is coloring. Just gonna do it a little bit backwards on this side, just a minute. All right, well, my friends, I believe that is all I am going to be able to do today. So thank you very much for spending your time with me today. This is uh, a time that I look forward to all week, just to spend some time with you. And this is what we created today. I really hope that you all have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for coming, Jess. Thank you for coming, Squidney, Karen, Ava, Stuart, Sam. Really appreciate you being here. Please like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff so that we can keep growing this community that is rooted in creativity and healing. So have a great week ahead, friends.